Raise your hands if you can hear me. This isn't a good start.
Raise your hands if you can hear Bruce.
The defendant will rise and face the jury and hearken to its verdicts.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis. We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male. We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber. We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz. We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Yeah!
Breathe, man. Breathe, kid. Breathe.
And
His whole life just came back to it.
This was 3 weeks. You were a wonderful jury to work with. You were punctual. You were attentive. All of you. I couldn't have asked for a better jury to work with. And this has really been my pleasure. I think, without commenting on your the verdicts themselves, just in terms of your the attentiveness and the cooperation that you gave to us, justifies the confidence that the founders of our country placed in you.
What Rekieta did with Kyle's case, Kyle Rittenhouse's case, was expose the complete failure of the gatekeeper legal commentary community to give informed analysis that really upgraded people's understanding of our legal system and also elevated Kyle's defense that normally they could have stopped the world from seeing and witnessing in live time. And if I was the system, I would be scared about that.
And also, if you people have not heard, I did speak to Kyle Rittenhouse. We're going to do an interview. It's going to be the only Kyle Rittenhouse interview any of you should watch, frankly, because we're going to ask him all the good questions like, is he gay? And why the fuck is he doing TikTok videos with his Mexican waifu? I talked to Kyle the other day. I no longer have the barriers to Kyle that I had. If you guys don't know this, I've been trying to, you guys are like, get Kyle Rittenhouse on for an, yeah, no fucking shit. No fucking shit. I should have Kyle Rittenhouse on for an interview. Everybody on earth knows this, except for one giant gaping asshole. And that was the guy who I had to talk to who is preventing Kyle Rittenhouse from seeing my communications. But that guy is now gone. So Kyle Rittenhouse and I will be doing an interview. Once I lock down the day, I'll tell you. I may even create the stream. It's going to be streamed on all platforms. I'm going to hype it like fucking crazy. I hope other people like, massive Twitter accounts and shit will hype it too. But finally, we're going to get the interview. And guess what? I'll directly ask Kyle in the interview, hey, why didn't you interview with me before? And I hope he tells you. Believe me, I've been trying to get this interview for a year. Only recently was it even possible. Not because of me and not because of Kyle, but because some fucking loser of a middleman who would rather try and ingratiate himself to other major right-wing broadcasters using Kyle as a commodity or an asset. I think I talked about this. These people were abusing Kyle, not for Kyle's benefit, but for their benefit. Over and over again. Oh, speak at CPAC. I'll be on this, be on this show, be on this show, be on this show, be on this show, be on all these favorite shows. These favorite networks. Why? Why didn't he go on any independent stuff? I think it was because of Kyle. Does Kyle strike you as that kind of guy? Next week, which I'm very excited for, on next Tuesday, Kyle Rittenhouse is coming on the show, 11 p.m. Central Time. That's right, the interview with Kyle Rittenhouse, and it's going to be an actual interview. I'm not going to bring Kyle on and go through my talking points with him giving his political input. It's an actual, like, let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's talk about the event, the trial, the subsequent media parade that he was taken on, his ongoing canceling. All of that stuff is coming. I want to ask him about him and his like life and his experience and what his processing of that is. All of that's coming next week, 11 p.m. Central Time. Very happy to get that the 24th of January.